So Emma was experiencing high fevers at home, and we noticed that she wasn't walking very much, and she was in a lot of pain. So I knew something was wrong, and so I called a doctor that I knew, and I knew it wasn't right. So I said, get in the car, we gotta take you to the ER. She wasn't able to walk. She cried all the way in because she was in so much pain.
My knees, my shoulders, and especially my toes. I was just in a lot of pain.
They did a lot of blood work, urine cultures, spinal tap, x-rays on her knee and toe and shoulder, because that's what was really bothering her.
It felt like it was breaking over and over again, and I couldn't get over the fact that it wasn't, and I didn't know what was happening to it.
Doctor came back, said, I just really don't know what's going on. This is, she's presenting different than what we've seen. So they pretty much said, you're not going to go home tonight. We're going to have to keep running some tests. So she wasn't very happy about that. But, we were getting pretty concerned because they weren't finding anything.
And my face was all swollen.
Mm-hmm. It affected quite a few of her joints, and the ones that were affected, it was like a self-preservation. She wouldn't use them for anything.
The pain was excruciating. She was in a lot of pain, and she was very, very sick with high fevers, and she had a rash on her body. So all of that presentation was a little bit tricky to the admitting team. So when they consulted me, they presented her symptoms to me, and then I was trying to calculate all of that in my head, and suddenly I could come to a conclusion that all of these tie together to form the diagnostic criteria for what is called acute rheumatic fever. It's a very rare manifestation of one of the most common bacterial organisms we have. I told them what exactly needs to be done in the hospital, so they were ready to give the right dose and the right amount and the right duration of the antibiotic. And then after that, I started seeing Emma in my clinic, and it's been a fascinating journey for the family and for me to see her improve dramatically. It
was about the third day that we found out that it was probably rheumatic fever.
Yeah, but with rheumatic fever, it's 5 symptoms that actually rule it out to be rheumatic fever, and she had all of them, but at the time, we didn't know that's what it was. So it was scary, very scary for a parent.
Because it's a very rare manifestation, but it is a very, very severe manifestation, so as to speak, because it can affect the heart. It is a very, very common condition in the developing parts of the world where people don't have much access to infectious disease people or, antibiotics, or to doctors in general. And it is very rare in the developed world these days, but it does happen. So we were very glad that we were able to arrive to the correct diagnosis and give her the treatment in a very, very timely fashion right here in Sioux City at UnityPoint Health. Within, I think, a week of that, I saw her in the clinic, so she was up and about and walking, while before we were talking about a child that was about to be transferred to the ICU and transferred out of the system because she was so darn sick.
It was great, when we finally did get to meet her, because she saved Emma's life, and we were pretty helpless, so.
If I'm able to really bring that expert knowledge here to help out our own local community people, that's what gives me the real satisfaction. It's my ethical and moral responsibility, but at the same time, I feel it's very fulfilling to be able to help out and just protect these children's lives. It just feels very great.